Guys, welcome back to the channel. This video here is just going to be about, I guess, upcoming videos. The next, I don't know if it's going to be the next one, but there's one coming up where I'm going to get into everything about what this here can actually do. More meaning the strength, the like we've got the gas meter, we got the tri-field meter here. So this will test how much Gauss for PEMF is going to be coming out of this. This is going to see the range, the field radius. Obviously, you got this magnet ball here. This is, when we sell these, this is what it would come with. I'm going to have one of these so you guys can test it, so you can see that working. Depending on what frequency you put it on as well, it'll dance depending. Another way to do it is to hold the little ball and you can feel it pulsating. Alright, so you can feel it like shake or wobble in your finger. You can't see that, but I can feel that. Okay, so there's another way to test, but yeah. Right, so like that, we got this still part of the prototype, but this is what I've come up with. This here's, you know, it's all in the box, all wired up, it's all neatly finished. I am working on the power supply, okay, so the power supply here, they may come with a plug-in, a wall plug-in. And if you're not from Australia, I'm not sure, I might supply them. But from your country, for US, UK, whatever, I might provide you with the right plug for your country. And when you purchase it from an Etsy store, you can select what plug you need. And it'll plug into the wall, all right? Because I believe sending batteries overseas or just, you know, it's kind of hard. I haven't never done that before, but looking into it, it looks like it's really hard to be able to send a battery. All right. Now, moving on, we've got the LM4. You've seen me test around with this, how when this is on powered, it drastically increases the lifeforce energy rating on this machine, okay? Compass, so we can test north, south, whatever. So what one of the videos coming up is going to be, I'm going to be measuring the field. We'll see how much Gauss. We'll play around with the frequency. What frequency does what? Because different frequencies affect how much Gauss. Different frequencies affect what range. All right. So we're going to test that, and I'm going to let you know what this can do, what its uses are, what you'd want to use it for. All right. Because there's obviously other companies out there that are doing similar stuff. Some are more well known, or like more professional. You got like the Q coils or I pyramids come to mind, how they're doing toroidal coils. I'll probably do a video about them and even compare as well to see what we get and what they get versus them, or us versus theirs, or whatever. And you'll see, and you'll be able to make your own decision, whatever. One thing they don't have is the actual orgonite. So this is clearly like a solid piece of orgonite. Good stuff in here, okay? Yeah. So I need to make more of these. This is the only one I've made thus far. I need to make more coils and set up how I put these plug in and stuff like that. Like, it's a little bit technical, but I'll be making more soon, hopefully. All right. For now, I've made one other box like this. I wish I showed you, but there's another one. It's a little bit different box that this sits in all neatly and wired up. As you can see how it comes out. It's a nice finish. All right. But yeah, so stick around, stay tuned, because that video is coming up where we're going to go ahead and test, going to get into the frequencies, going to let you know what range for what frequencies and what Gauss for what frequencies. And yeah, because of the other companies, I guess, like the more popular ones, iPyramid or whatever, but it's anyone who's actually doing this will apply for, who's doing this sort of work. They tell you that, like how big their range is, like 3 foot or 10 foot or whatever their range is, right? Some companies are straight up lying. It's complete BS how far it goes, and I would love to know how they actually measure that. What equipment do they have to measure it to actually know that? Because I can't find anything that would be even that sensitive. The field might go further than what this can pick up, but how do they know where it ends? They don't, all right? But we're going to measure it and show you. So iPyramid's low end, whatever, it's over $1,000 AUD dollars. But they're getting a 3 foot radius, right? that is dependent on what frequency. If you've got a really low frequency, like would be considered low, like the frequency, you can put it right down to 1. The range is different versus, say, like 432 if we can get there. All right, so you can easily just put this in. Like you can hold it down and it goes, whoops, goes fast, but you can do it manually like this, takes a little bit, or you can hold it and guesstimate and let it go. But 432, there you go. Now that is putting out 432 frequency, and that field is greater, less Gauss, all right? But still a good amount of Gauss. If you had this up against the body, like right now, I'm basking in this field, the 432, which is relaxing, calming, is good for meditation, can be great for sleep, just calms your mind down, and it balances both your brain hemispheres, okay? So and it's found in nature, and it heals, and it's all good, all right? That's what frequency that is for, and you can research that yourself. But the Gauss is different, the field is different, versus if we went right back down to 1 or say 8, different frequencies do different things. And now the field radius has changed, but the Gauss has also changed. And we're going to explore that in this video, okay? That is upcoming, not this one, all right? So we're going to be doing that later, all right? So I'm just playing around right now. I'm getting things sorted. There's a few people that want these, and I can understand why. They have a massive application. And where was I? I was on 35 hertz. All right, guys, so this is up to you, what you want to do, but what to buy or whatever. But this here, from what I'm seeing, this is insane. This is good. I highly recommend. I've been using this every single night, every single day. I've been using this. I go to sleep with it, chuck this under my pillow. All right. You get into a heavy sleep, like it's a sleep that's like, oh, hang on, let's turn the camera around. Don't mind the mess in the background. Anyway, yeah, it's like you wake up from the sleep and it's just like, oh my goodness, like you've had a deep sleep. And you can put 1 to 3 hertz in, and that's good to really slow down your brainwave, all right, because that pulse is slow. Underneath your pillow is good because it's, in my opinion, it's kind of a higher Gauss that comes off of that, and you want it to be more of a lower one. But the thickness of your pillow, give or take what pillow, that's going to negate it. So the higher you go up, the less Gauss, obviously, you know what I mean? But if you want a full Gauss treatment, whatever, you can whack that right there, and that's fine. It's doing its thing. It's going north-south, pulsating, doing its thing, and you input the frequencies, and it's scalar wave as well. It's the coil design is putting out scalar waves. There's a way to do it. I understand how to do it. This is doing it. Besides from that, you got all the orgonite in there doing the same thing, tapping into that 0-point energy, that scalar energy field, waves, all the rest of it, all the crystals in there, the squeeze of that resin, the pulsating from the coil, and the frequencies and all the rest of it that makes them resonate and vibrate harder, getting more scalar out of your crystals, loaded with shungite, loaded with metal powders and stuff like that. There's real 24 karat gold. The list goes on, okay? Secret ingredients, the list just goes on. This is serious orgonite. Then you got the coil, it's powered. Put what frequency is it in? It's very diverse. You can do so much with this. You can imprint on water, put your glass of water on top of that, or put it just near a large pitcher of water. Doesn't matter. You can have this more aimed at you. Just rest it up at some, like I'm within this distance to receive this benefit. Yeah. So there's lots and lots of stuff you can do with this. Not only that, you can just unplug it. You can turn this off, or whatever. You can just use this as a normal charge plate, right? Okay, you don't have to have this plugged in. You can put it in the fridge. You can whatever. There's more you can do with this, all right, than the average piece. All right, that is it, guys. So keep an eye out for that video where we go more in depth in the Gauss, the range, what frequencies do what. Power supply, well, that'll be upon sort of checkout or whatever, like when you select what one you want and stuff like that. And I'm yet to determine how this is exactly going to go, but something like this would be like the finished product, okay? I'm going to do different coils. Now, my idea is to match this. So you got green and gold. I might do green and gold coils. In a specific configuration, you want them to cross over and cancel each other out with the magnetic field. You want to get into that scalar. All right. If you just do a normal coil, a round coil like they normally do for PEMF, you get that magnetic field, you get that pulse, yes. Do you get scalar? No. Coils like this, you get the pemf and the scalar. The orgonite that we've got in here now as well, you get increased scalar. You've got, yeah, it's banging. This, I cannot, like, I'm wrapped. This is really good. It's going to be high quality for treating yourself, for, I don't want to say this is for healing yourself, but this device doesn't do anything. What this is doing is allowing your body to naturally heal itself. If you research pemf, how that works, the scalar wave, scalar healing, the crystals all have their place. Everything resonates, everything has a frequency, vibration, energetics to it. You can imprint your own frequencies. You can slow down your brave brain wave state for sleep. You can do beneficial frequencies found in nature, like the 432, to help you calm down. You know, help with like anxiety, stuff like that. You can use rife frequencies. For migraines, for instance, I believe 10 hertz is good. You can look up the lists and find them out. But you'd be able to put this up against your head or near your head somewhere, maybe behind a pillow, or if you're laying down, whatever. Put 10 hertz into this, and now that's playing into it, calming down your migraine. All right? So pick an issue. There'd be a rife frequency. There potentially could be a rife frequency for that. All right? Many applications. All right? You can put your thought and intent. You can write it down on a piece of paper. You can sit it on top and just let it do its thing. This is producing a scalar wave. It's your writing. You can clip off some of your nail. Nail is better than hair for your own DNA. And because you've written down your intent and what you want to do, what you want to achieve, or whatever it is, you put a nail clipping on there, stick it on. You can put hair too, but definitely nail clipping is better. There's more of your DNA in your nail than your hair. I've seen that somewhere. And people that do hair, well, that's fine, but it's not as good as a nail, like a part of your nail, okay? So do a nail clipping or nail clippings, cut your nails and stick them all on the paper. It might sound gross, but the scalar wave, when you put it on there, it's detecting your DNA and that's coming to you instantly. So you get the energy of this, it's attracting to you. What you've written down is going out into the universe, okay? Manifesting your reality, all right? In a nutshell, okay? So many applications. There's heaps to do with this. It's crazy. It's a bit hard to see, but anyway. We'll play around with that. Like I was saying, different Gauss strengths, different frequencies, different range. All right, so stick around for that video. This video's dragged on long enough, and that's just upcoming. Okay, something for you to look forward to. If you're interested in these, we've got a few people waiting in line. Just need the time. I'm getting into it. I'm focusing mostly on these to get them done. All right, I'm doing a little bit today, so that's great. All right, that is it, guys. Stay tuned, and yeah, I'll see you next time.